months to make it to the end of this competition. The team that will run Wiki Loves Earth will be comprised of 3 people. Sandra Acheng will be the project lead for Wiki Loves Earth 2023. Me, myself, Tajek Alvin, will be the events coordinator. Then Shafiq Mubiru will lead communications, and Geoffrey Katerega will lead the jury process and overall coordination. That's the brief about how everything will run for Wiki Loves Earth. Once again, I thank you very much. I would like to use this opportunity to ask you in like every person, like 30 seconds each, to introduce themselves as we go on. We are 10, we can use like around 4 minutes to do that. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir. That's Tajik Alvin. And of course, my name is Maurice Shafiq. I'm leading communications. I also volunteer with the Media Community User Group Uganda. Yeah, I'm very happy and pleased to have you guys. Also looking forward to see those beautiful photos about Uganda. Yeah, let's do this. We can do this. Win both local prizes and international prizes as well. Thank you.
Next person.
Good morning, everyone. I am Director Amale. I also volunteer with the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. I lead the Wiki Education Project. I'm happy to be here. I want to learn more about how to take photos and upload them on Wiki Loves Earth. Thank you.
You're welcome. We can go to Sandra.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Sandra Acheng is my name. I also volunteer with the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. You're most welcome.
Yeah, expectations.
My expectation is, first of all, to see that participants learn, and also participants could share how they intend to contribute to the competition. Thank you.
Thank you too. Geoffrey, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Geoffrey. I'm also with the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. And yeah, my expectation just to meet new people. So happy to see Emmanuel Oruk, Nachiganda Juliet, and Buza Khalid. So looking forward to make some new connections. Yeah, back to you, Alvin.
Thank you. We can go on to Bruce Tushabe. You can unmute yourself and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Bruce Tushabe. I'm based in Rengo, that is after Masaka. I am new here. I just want to learn and see how Wikimedia works because I'm interested in contributing. I was introduced to this community by Sandra. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. We can go to Chapel Musa.
Yes, greetings. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning too.
My name is Chapel Musa, a filmmaker and photographer, and Wikimedia User Group volunteer. I am here to see that we improve on our quality and content that we contribute so we can be part of the winning team. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Vanessa, you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hello,
Hello, good morning.
good morning. I'm Vanessa Mulondo, documentary photographer. Yeah, currently I'm in Tanzania. But I'm excited to participate in this competition and contribute some of my work here.
Thank you. We look forward to those photos, some in Wiki Loves Earth. Okay. Emmanuel or Luke, you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. You can increase on your volume.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Is that okay?
Yes, very okay.
Yes, I'm saying I'm from Trident Youth Engagement and contributor to the platform and looking forward to more engagements on how to upload.
Oh, how did you know about about Wiki Loves Earth? How did you come to know about it? Okay, and Emmanuel is off. Let's go to Nachiganda Juliet. Nachiganda, we can't hear you. Nachiganda, maybe you first fix the microphone.
My name is Nachiganda Juliet. I was introduced to Wiki. My name is Nachiganda Juliet, and I was introduced to Wiki Loves Earth by a friend called Shamila, and I was received by Mr. Godfrey.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for making it. We can go to Chris Macholi.
My name is Machai Chris Bennett. Happy to attend.
Okay. We can go to Nambuza Halid.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hello. We can hear you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Nambuza Halit. I'm
Good
from
morning,
Gulu
we can hear you.
University. Hello.
Yes, hello. We can hear you very well.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Nambuza Halit from Gulu University, a Wikimedia member, and I was introduced to this platform by Madam Alice Bleketamara. I think we have ever met at National Library on different occasions. So my expectation is on how to upload images, titles, caption, and describe them. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Is there anyone who hasn't introduced themselves or has anything to say before we kick off, before I hand over to Shafiq to go on? Yeah, hope everything is okay. I will hand over to Shafiq to introduce to us our next speaker and tell us more as we go on. Thank you very much. I'm Alvin Atejeka, a member of Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. I wish you well.
All right. Thank you, Sheikh Alvin. Yeah, that's been a very wonderful session. Thanks for the welcome remarks, and also a big thank you to everyone for introducing themselves. Next on our agenda, we're going to have an overview of the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda, and also Wiki Loves Earth campaign 2023. I request Mrs. Sandra Acheng, the chief herself, to take us through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shafiq. Just for the correction, I'm not Mrs., I'm Miss. So I'm still single and available. So I think before we could start our discussion, I would just like to request that maybe we put on our camera so that we take a photo before everyone gets tired, so that we get the best photo. Would that be okay? You see, everyone is still sound. I can see Drake. Who else has put on the camera? Chappelle, Alvin, Bruce, please put on your camera so that we just take that good photo for our memory.
Something wrong with my camera. I can't get it.
I like the
working.
way Drake is joining in with someone, which is very good. Yeah, so Geoffrey, you let us know when everyone is on, and then we can smile at once.
Yeah, I was trying to see if my camera works so that I join the photo, but it has refused to bring me up.
But we can
It's
see
working.
you.
We are seeing you, sir. Just
Okay.
proceed.
So I think I'm the only one who can't see myself.
But we are seeing you.
Okay. All right. So perfect. So I think, yeah, let's take the photo. I think everyone is coming. I saw someone has disappeared, but I think it was Timothy. He had a very nice photo. Okay.
Come back.
I am here.
All right. So I'm going to take a photo on the count of 3. So everyone get ready. Good to see you, Mr. Halit. Okay. So I'm going to count on 3 and then capture. So hope everyone is ready. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I think I have to take another one. Shafiki just popped in when I was taking.
You don't have to
I
alert
don't
them.
know what's wrong with my camera.
Okay, Shafiki's
see me?
camera is like mine, I think it is. Okay, Chappelle, good to see you. I'm taking another one. Take number 2. So 1, 2, 3. No. Once more. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. Thanks so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Geoffrey, for that. I think now that we've seen each other, I can put my camera off. Okay, just give me a few minutes to share my screen. Geoffrey, please kindly confirm that you can see my screen.
Positive.
Do you see it?
Yes, we can see your screen. Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda.
Okay, so again, thank you so much, everyone, for taking that time for us to have that moment. So briefly, I'll be talking about the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda, and including some of the projects that the community implements currently. So briefly, Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda is a team of self-motivated individuals, people like you and I, who come together to improve articles on Wikimedia Foundation project website. And the major aim is to promote free and open access knowledge locally. So projects include initiatives that sensitize and train communities. This could be related to Wikipedia, Wikimedia Commons, which is one of the things that Geoffrey will take us through, and then the Wikidata. So the projects that currently the Wikimedia Community User Group implements is in 4 thematic areas. One is diversity and content generation. The second one is photographic competitions. The third one is GLAM. The fourth is education. And then we also have other important conferences that is very key for Wikimedians in Uganda, across Africa, and worldwide. So under the diversity and content generation project, we have 4 things that we look at. One is Wikipedia for human rights. There is Wikigap, Wikipedia for refugees, Wikithokason. So the first one being Wikipedia for human rights aims at writing articles in regards to human rights, environmental health, and anything that impacts the environmental aspect around the world. But since we really aim at promoting free and open access knowledge, we focus on ensuring that we improve and also promote content that is related to the work that we do in Uganda, because we realize that most of this content is being created by people from the global north, and that's what we want to change the narrative in Uganda. So this picture was in 2020, I think 2019, no, 2020, which was the first time that Wiki for Human Rights happened in Uganda. And the major aim was to celebrate the signing of the Universal Declaration for Human Rights into practice. So ever since then, we have had different themes. From the first time that it happened, it was about signing of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And then over the years, the theme changed, which is the right to a healthy environment, and it has been consistent. So this competition happens across Uganda, across the world, including Uganda. And we write several topics, as I talked about, biodiversity, human rights, well-being, environmental justice, climate change, and so on. So what we are doing right now, actually the competition is running. It started in May and it will end in, it started in April and it will end in June, end of June. So please join in, and in case you would like to join, get in touch with me or anyone who is part of the team to get involved. And then we have Wikigap. Wikigap, the major aim is to close the gender digital divide on Wikipedia. So we realize that most of the competition that happens on Wikipedia is majorly by men. So Wikigap came in to ensure that articles mostly written by women are written by women, to close the participation of women on Wikipedia. So we have been able to document several, especially the politicians, female politicians, and all that on Wikipedia over the years. But this is open to anyone who is prominent in regards to maybe journalism, governance, and all that. And then over the years, we've been having several partners of Wikigap. As you can see on the screen, I'm not going to read through them, but you can see that there are several partners, but that has also changed. This year, I think we do not have the partner Embassy of Sweden, Kampala, in place, but the several partners still remain part of us in regards to organizing the competition. So in 2022, the results were this. We had 4 events in these universities, Busitema, Gulu University, Mbarara, and then there was Makerere University. There's Mbarara University of Science and Technology, to be specific. So we had a number of 151 participants participate, and 115 articles were created. That is on English Wikipedia. And then Luganda articles were also created. So Luganda Wikipedia is really translation of existing articles on Wikipedia to Luganda Wikipedia. And then Wikidata items was 67 were created. So we had a total of 119 articles contributed on Wikigap. This year, the competition already happened. That was, usually it happens as a way of also commemorating the National Women's Day. So we start the competition between between March 8th until for about a month. So as you can see, there's Mr. Halvin, myself in black, and then Titus. So we are trying to get some gifts. So that's the beauty of participation. And please make sure you contribute on any projects and you'll be able to get amazing connections and different swag and gifts. So yeah, so over the years, as you can see, these are pretty presses who have been able to close that gap on Wikipedia, the gender digital divide on Wikipedia. And we appreciate everyone who has been part of the journey. Future plans: continue with the regional events, encourage people to edit, especially women. Women, please, let's contribute. Capture photos of notable women in Uganda. So this is something that we want to improve on, especially the photos, because we realize that photos might be, articles might exist, but the photos of some of the profiles of notable women are not added on Wikipedia. Why is it important? Because it creates a lot of visibility. When you put names to the profile, it's very important for anyone who might be able to read the article. So we also have the Wikipedia for refugees, and we have been able to implement it from 2020 until now, which we started with the Platform Africa, and the major aim is gathering different stakeholders from the refugee settlements in Uganda to co-create and collectively improve information about refugee settlements on Wikipedia. And this has changed. It's not now about the settlement itself, but there's a lot that we have been able to cover in regards to refugees, the food that they eat, some of the social services that surround the refugee settlements have been covered. So we intend that this year we improve we expand our coverage in terms of partnership. And over the years, we have been working in Rhino Camp, but we hope that we'll expand more partnership and look at maybe another refugee settlement. So usually we do intensive trainings, editathons, and then going around to capture photos and upload them on Wikipedia Commons. This could include even videos, audio, and other aspects that can be uploaded on Wikipedia, on Wikimedia Commons. We also have Wikithokathon. This started in 2020, and the theme was about community content and outreach, focusing on association of football in selected district football association of Uganda League. So this is a similar project to the diversity and content generation, but the uniqueness is that it increases the diversity of Wikimedia volunteers and increases the geographical reach of user group in Uganda. And this is very exciting. We all want to be healthy, and it's nice that also we have some females join this this competition to contribute to football in Uganda. So then let me go to the photographic competition. So we have about 3 programs in the photographic competition, and this is Wiki Loves Africa, Wiki Loves Earth, and Wiki Loves Monuments. So this is Wiki Loves Africa. As you can see, these were different people. We have had, first of all, like physical, are they called also editathons? So in different years, and also photo hands in different places. And this was 2022. And this was in Makerere University. I don't know if you can see my cursor. These were a group of volunteers who had gone to look for photos. And I can see myself there. I can see Timothy. I can see Vanessa. I can see Drake. I can see Geoffrey, Shafiq, and the rest. So what is Wiki Loves Africa? Wiki Loves Africa happens every year and is a photographic contest where people across Africa contribute media-related photos, videos, audio about the environment to Wikimedia Commons for use on Wikipedia and Wikipedia website. So what is very rare about Wiki Loves Africa is changing the narratives of how we see Africa. So whereas Africa in the past, there's been documentation of things that portray Africa in the bad way, we want to change that. So that's about me and you being able to capture important aspects and contribute on Wikimedia Commons. So this was a photo in 2020, and I think the theme was, it was home and habitat. And this year, the theme is about climate and weather. So this already happened, and we believe that the result is about to come out of who are the winners of Wiki Loves Africa, and you get your prizes and you get the visibility as well as a person. So Wiki Loves Earth, I'm not going to dive into this so much. Geoffrey will be able to capture this in his presentation. But maybe what I could talk about is that the photo happened last year at Musician Falls. As you can see, amazing faces. And 36 participants participated. We had newly registered about 20. Number of uploads were about 373 and 74. And we hope that this year we'll have more, like 1,000 photos uploaded on Wikipedia, on Wikimedia Commons. And it's about me and you to contribute. And several images were used. But as per the presentation, the time we made it was 5. And then we had 10 winning photos whereby Geoffrey will share. So this is the scale that shows how Wiki Loves Earth has been from 2019, 2020, 2021. How has it been performing in regards to the uploads, images used on different wiki related projects, uploaders, the uploaders registered after competition starts, so you can see for yourself. This year, the competition will run from 15th May, which has already started, and it will end on 15th July. And the plans is we have more photographers join the competition, wider coverage in terms of photo hands, ensure that we organize photographers exchange webinar if possible. Timothy might help us so much with this, promote the usage of images and videos submitted on Wikimedia Commons. So we have also Wiki Loves Monuments, which is an annual photographic competition. Usually we hold it in September and is yet to come. So we look forward to all your participation. And it's organized worldwide by different communities across the world with the help of local media affiliates like us. And usually we capture images around monuments I don't know how I can talk about monuments, but when you say monuments, I get you understand. In 2022, we had about 222 photos. New registered was 1 person, and we hope that this year has even increased. And the number of participants, images used, and this you can see that what was different about Wikimedia, Wiki Loves Monuments was that we also wrote articles of photos that have been contributed on Wikipedia, which we also hope that we'll do it this year. So another project is called GLAM. GLAM, which I know Drake is also part of, is an acronym for Galleries, Libraries, Archives, and Museum. And over the years, we have been having different projects, but I've just listed a few. And GLAM is actually very broad, and we usually have Wikipedia in African libraries. We have also Wikipedia for museum, and the major aim is to celebrate International Museum Day. This is a photo of the Karamoja Regional Museum, based in Nairobi, in Moroto. So then we have Wiki for Education, which envision a world in which students, scholars, scientists, archives, librarians, and other members of academic and cultural institutions are actively engaged in sharing their knowledge with the general public through media, Wikipedia, Wikidata, and other open collaboration projects. So usually at Wikimedia Uganda, we engage students and different universities, mostly schools, to improve content on Wikipedia. And we have been having several aspects in regards to changing, localizing content. Currently, we have Luganda Wikipedia. And we also have wiki clubs in different schools that we have also engaged with. So looking at other conferences that are important, one of them is Wikimania, which is an annual conference celebrating all the free knowledge projects hosted by the Wikimedia Foundation. So this year it will happen in Singapore between 16th to 19th. And I know that some of the community members might be able to attend physically. But I think we also have the regional meetups. Then we have the Wikimedia Summit. Then we have the Sound Logo, which I think ended. And then we have Wiki Indaba, which is also a conference very important for Africans. And it started in 2014, and the first time it happened was in Johannesburg. Last year it happened in Rwanda, and this year I think it will happen in South Africa. Right, Geoffrey?
Morocco.
Hey, Morocco. Okay, so thank you. That's all I had for today. I'll be open to question before I hand over to Geoffrey or to Shafiq.
Sandra.
All right. That's right. You're going to have a Q&A. After, we're going to provide time to answer. Yes, we're going to provide time so that your questions are answered. In the meantime, just like Geoffrey said, you can be dropping your questions in the chat, as well as prepare them after that session.
Shafiq, some people didn't introduce themselves.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sandra, for such a wonderful session. Yeah, you can see that she emphasized her and us, me and you, meaning that if I contribute, you contribute, we're gonna have to, achieve our goals. So we are still joined by Geoffrey, Sandra Cheng, Alvin Atajeka, Atim Sally, Bruce Tushabe, Chris, Drake Tamale, Emmanuel Oluk, Nachiganda Juliet, Nambuza Harid, Fiona, Timothy, Tunamasco Dixon, Vanessa. In the meantime, if we have Jeffrey take us through Wiki Loves Earth over the years, we can give some members an opportunity, those who have not introduced themselves, to briefly tell us about themselves and how they got to know about Wiki Loves Earth 2023. I see Fiona. Fiona, you can kindly introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fiona. Yeah, my name is Fiona Bonawana, and I've been part of Wikimedia Foundation in Uganda, I think, for the past 1 year. And I've been also actively engaged in Wiki Loves Africa Challenge, which ended, I think, in April. Yeah, so I'm glad to be here again.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're also glad to have you. Dixon?
Yes, good morning, gentlemen and ladies. My name is Dixon. Been following media competitions mainly. I'm an IT specialist by profession and aerial photographer by passion. So I mainly specialize in aerial photography, and I do that as a business as well. So I do aerial photography and videography. Yeah, and I like showcasing what we have as a country, what we have as a region, and I appreciate that Wikimedia is this kind of platform, gives this platform to showcase. And I appreciate everyone. I know Sandra, Geoffrey, all been helpful in trying to make me understand my way around Wikimedia and stuff. So I appreciate that. And yeah, good to listen in and join in. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dixon. Good to get to know that you're an aerial photographer. Bruno, are you there? Okay, let's have a team.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
By names of a team Sally Ruth, and I'm like new to Wikimedia, and I've never heard of this challenge, but I'm trying to learn things, and I'll be glad when I learn and I be able to contribute towards this project. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Please feel at home. Wikimedia is home. We have a lot of amazing individuals. Bruno. Bruce.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, my name is Bruno. I've been participating in Wiki Loves Earth since 2021. Yeah, and I engage myself in other projects of Wikimedia, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Bruno. Bruce.
Do you mean Bruce Tushabe? Bruce Tushabe had already introduced himself.
All right, George.
Yes. Yeah, my name is George Levy. I've been participating on Wiki for refugees and also Wiki for human rights. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, before we have Jeffrey, we also need to know that Uganda has a lot of beautiful conservation areas that we can really utilize and also put under free license so that we can have generations, have a look at what we contributed. Yeah, I always give an example of the main building at Mok that got burnt. So if it was not the contribution of Wikimedia, which is a group Uganda, wouldn't have it online, but we have it. So those who are not there, they can have a look at the main building, how it used to look before the renovations. Please allow me welcome Katerga Jeffrey to take us through to the next session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shafik. So I'm just going to be talking us through Wiki Loves Africa over the years, and then I'll hand over to Shafik, who will take us on how to upload images and caption them, and so on, so that the new people can also be able to participate. So so hopefully you'll be able to get that. So without further ado, Sandra asked me to talk about Wiki Loves Earth, and it's really an international photographic competition. We are not the only ones doing this in Uganda. It's also a global competition that has been happening since 2013. So I also take you back in history to see what people have been able to contribute since 2013. But it is about promoting natural heritage sites around the world through Wikimedia projects, mainly Wikipedia and Wikimedia Commons. In Uganda, we started it in 2019, and normally do it between May and August. But internationally it started in 2013. But it's more about what do we have naturally as Uganda that is unique to Uganda, and capturing that and putting that on Wikimedia project. So we'll go a bit later into what Wikimedia projects are. But the goal is, one, to encourage people to take pictures of these natural sites and to put them under a free license on Wikimedia Commons, so that others may access them through the internet. So sharing this, I think when Sandra was introducing what we do as Wikimedia Uganda, we are contributing to free knowledge. So if you are sharing a photo and you're putting it on common knowledge on Wikimedia Commons, you're actually sharing knowledge, because someone who has never, for example, been to let us say Murchison Falls National Park, and they see a photo of Murchison Falls, they are learning something that they didn't know. That is knowledge that you're sharing about Uganda, but also you are sharing it without restrictions. You're not telling these people, to be able to see my photo, first pay me money. No, you're putting it there and you're providing it for free. You're sharing your creative work, because you are really, photography is kind of an art. So you're sharing your art, but with a free license to contribute to free knowledge. We believe in Wikimedia Uganda that knowledge should be free. There shouldn't be restriction to know something. But also we do write about local natural heritage on Wikipedia. Like Shafik mentioned there, we have several reserves, forest reserves and national parks in Uganda, but some of them are not documented on Wikipedia. So this year, we're also running a campaign to make sure that these natural heritage sites in Uganda are really documented on Wikipedia. So that's still contributing to free knowledge. So yeah, taking you back in time, where we started from. Yeah, so like I mentioned, this competition had been happening elsewhere in the world since 2013. But yeah, we started participating and organizing it locally in Uganda from 2019. So yeah, these are some of the photos that came. These were like the top winning photos from Uganda in 2019. Then in 2020, you can see some of the photos. Yes, I think some of the people on this call, you can recognize some of the photos that you took that went ahead to win. What we do every year, because this photo competition happens both locally, but also internationally, we get top 10 photos and then we submit them into the international competition so that they can compete with other photos from other countries. But we also have local prizes, like Sandra has mentioned. So yeah, we have a local competition, but also our photos participate in the international competition. So you can see from this range of photos that what we are sharing is really Uganda's, nature. Yeah, for example, like there is this bird here. I didn't even know I have a bird like that looks like this, but through this Wiki Loves Earth, I'm able to learn also a bit about my country. So we go ahead, 2021. These were the photos that were taken. If I'm not mistaken, this photo that was number one was taken by Shafiq. Continuing to 2022, these were the winning photos. You can see some beautiful shots there. I think Dixon will say this is an aerial photo. Yeah, it's sad to be on the ground and take such a beautiful photo. Continuing to okay, yeah, this is 2022, so we are now in 2023, so there is no pictures of 2023 yet that are winning. So what I'm showing you on this is where now the photos from the international competition. So this was 2013 when this competition started. It was actually started by Wikimedia Ukraine. So during that year when it launched, it only ran in Ukraine. So all of these photos that you see here are from Ukraine. And these were the winning photos. Then we go to 2014. You can see now, yeah, it is spreading to other parts of the world. It's now an international competition, but you can appreciate the quality of photos. But you can see they are mostly showing the landscape. Then 2015, these were the winning photos. We are starting to see some photos which are close-up photos. For example, this insect, this bird, if you compare it to 2014, it was mostly landscape, but now we're seeing close-up photos of birds, of insects also being captured in Wiki Loves Earth as part of the international winning photos. We go to 2016. Most of the winning photos here were landscapes. I don't see anything else that is not landscape. But yeah, you can see what people are showing of their countries. Yeah, 2017. I like this photo here. I don't know which animal this is, but it looks really, yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, but these were the winning photos. Yeah, this photograph I think was very close to this tiger. So you can see some of the risks people take to take really nice photos. Yeah, don't go near a lion in Uganda that might eat you. But yeah, this is 2018 now. These were the winning photos. Yeah, beautiful. I think I want to pause a bit so that people can try to, to take it in and appreciate how good these photos are. I don't know what type of photography is this where, there is a reflection in the water of the bird. You may think it is an edit, but I think it is just actually a reflection in the water that the photographer captured. Yeah, this was 2019. These were the winning photos. Again, you can see a variety of photos there. Yeah, and if anyone wants to comment on any photo that has captivated you, feel free to put up your hand and I can allow you to speak. Yeah, we're just, going through Wiki Loves Earth over the years. Now we are going into 2020. Beautiful photos there from the winning photos. Couple of close-up photos there. I think most of these were close-up photos. Yeah, but also some landscape photos we are seeing here. Continuing to 2021. 2021, they introduced something new in the winning photos. They started categorizing them. So there is landscape category, and also there is close-up category. So I think they realized that it's not a good idea to have like one category for both, and they decided to separate the two. So these were the winning landscape photos. Yeah, can really appreciate how beautiful they are. Then these were the photos for the close-up category. So I think for me, this is interesting because it also kind of shows that, yeah, when we are taking photos, we can also try to capture photos in these two categories: close-up photos and also landscape photos. Maybe I'll ask Timothy towards the end to tell us what's the main difference between a close-up photo and a landscape photo. 2022, last year, these were the winning photos. This was the close-up category. Again, you can see someone captured a chameleon, grabbing an insect. I don't know how to do that. Your camera will be able to capture that speedy. I think this is a very fast motion, but it was able to capture it on camera. But this is the close-up photo category. And then these were the winning photos in the landscapes category. We still haven't had a Ugandan photo win the international category. It is still my prayer that we, I see that at least 1 year to see a photo from Uganda winning the international category. So yeah, the photographers here, please. I think everyone is a photographer. Please, look at these photos and let us up our game so that we try to compete with these countries. Before I hand over to Shafiq, I just want to mention a few important points that photos will be accepted between 15th May, which was actually the beginning of this week, and until the 15th of July. So we have 2 full months to submit photos. You may upload as many pictures as you want of natural sites that you have visited. It doesn't mean that the photos must be taken between May and July. If you're having time to go and capture, go. But if you have photos that you have captured from the past, let's say you visited a certain place 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and you have those photos on your computer, you can upload them into the competition. Unfortunately, if you got that photo and uploaded it like Facebook, and that's the only place you have it, the photo will not be accepted because the license, that photo no longer belongs to you now, it is belonging to Facebook. But if you have the same photo and it's still on your computer, on your hard drive, then you can upload it. Yeah, so we have a jury process. Yeah, so the jury will be at the end of your submissions. The jury will be, yeah, reviewing all the photos and then selecting the best photos, which will be winning. Yeah, but besides winning, yeah, you're contributing to preservation of Uganda's natural heritage. So even if your photo is not amongst the top 5 photos, you're still winning in terms of preserving Uganda's natural heritage. So these are the important dates between 15th July to 30th July. Sorry, between 25th of July to 30th July, we'll be selecting the national winners. Then it shall be contacting you if your photo has won between the 1st and 10th of August. And then we will announce, yeah, and award prizes after between 15th to the 20th. Yeah, and then after that, we'll submit those photos that have won in Uganda into the international competition, and also update the results on our landing page. So before I hand over to Shafiq, I just want to ask, yeah, Timothy, if you are still here, to just give us a few tips. What's the difference between a close-up photo and the landscape photo? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I think I didn't introduce myself, so if you don't mind, I could begin with that.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Timothy Akola Mazima. I'm a documentary photographer. I love telling stories with my camera through the lens. Yeah, I'll keep it as short as that. So, going straight to the question, the difference between landscapes and close-ups goes first with the technicalities of how you capture both. A landscape, as you hear the word land and then scape. So you're basically looking at the scape of the land. What is it that you have to capture? So in most cases, you're capturing say seas or oceans or hills and their beauty and nature. So when it gets to the technicality, first of all, you are having a deep depth of field, implying everything in that image has to be sharp. Unlike maybe if you're waterfall, introduce image blur. However, for example, if you're capturing a hill, everything there has to be sharp, and then the focal length has to be wide. By what I mean by wide, has the lowest focal length and then the maximum. For example, if you're shooting a hill, it would be advisable to shoot it at 18 millimeters because you want to show everything that that hill entails. You don't necessarily zoom in. So those are just some of the specifics of how to shoot landscapes and what landscapes are. Then when we get to close-ups, you could as well call them detailed shots. So here we are basically trying to get down to the detail of whatever we are shooting. If you look at, for example, that frog, yeah, I can look at it clearly and know it is a frog. When you get to the specifics of how to shoot such, you're going to have to zoom in, implying you're going to use a focal length that is not wide, but narrowed down, starting from 200 millimeters to as long as 800 millimeters. because that helps you zoom in. However, for insects, they usually use macro lenses. Please feel free to ask me in case I'm confusing you, and I'll explain, but I'm trying to be as simplistic as possible. And then when you shoot such images of close-ups, for example, if you look at that frog, you will have a shallow depth of field whereby the subject is in focus so that you have the detail and the background is blurred out. That also gets down to the aperture you use. For example, that frog could have been shot at f2.8, the camera opening. So this basically gets down to the specifics. You have to know how to produce that image in case you see such a thing. So if you see a frog and then you shoot at 18 millimeters, you'll not have an image as good as that. So yes, basically that's it. However, your equipment should never limit you to capture any image. Even if you have a kit lens, which a kit lens is the one that comes with the lens, with the camera body, you can still manipulate it to get images. Yeah, it's simply about understanding the equipment you have, the limitations it has, and what you can do with it. So even a phone can do. For example, phones are very good at landscapes. Why? Because they have their focal length help you to have a wider field of view. But if you use a phone for a close-up, those images will get pixelated. Yeah, I hope I've tried to explain. Kindly feel free to ask me anything.
Yeah, thank you very much, Timothy. If you have any questions on what Timothy has just shared, drop them in the chat. We'll come back to them towards the end. Or if you have any questions on what I have shared, what Alvin and Sandra also shared earlier, or any other questions about the competition, drop them in the chat and we will have time to go through all the questions. So at this moment, I'll just hand over to Shafiq to take us through how to upload photos. So Shafiq, over to you.
Right. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Thank you for taking us back to the years. Yes. Okay. We're going to look at how to upload photos on Wikimedia Commons. Yeah. First of all, you go on any of the devices, your phone, your computer, tablet, or any device you can, that you use to access the internet. And then open any browser. For this case, I'm going to use Google Chrome. Yeah. Then you come here and type in Media Commons. Yeah, give it some time to load. Yeah. So this is it. You open it. So this is the interface of Wikimedia Commons. As you can see, we have picture of the day, and also we have this banner of Wiki Loves Earth 2023 in Uganda. So you can tap on this, or you can just come and, tap on upload. This happens after you have an account on Wikimedia Commons, or if you don't have, you can come here and create an briefly, let me show you how to create an account. I will not assume that everyone has an account. You simply come and type here the username, put a password here, also confirm the password, give your email address, and then you come and enter this captcha here. This is a security check, just to check whether you're human. You type these words as they appear. It will give you different security checks. Yeah. Come and click on create your account, or tap on create your account if you're using a mobile phone. Yeah, that's it. If you already have an account, you come and log in. For this case, yeah, log in. So I'm already logged in. See my username here. So this is the upload wizard. This is where you can drop your files if you're on a PC, or you can select media files that you do already exist on your computer or your mobile phone. So I'm going to look for and see if I have some photos that I can upload.
Because you are planning to handle them next week.
I'm going to look for and see if I have some photos that I can upload. Yeah, remember these photos have to be in line with the competition. Wiki Loves Earth, yeah, specifically. Anything about Earth. This also yeah, let me also take this. So come and see. So you give it some time to upload. If the file was already uploaded, you not. If it's not yet uploaded, you see a green tick after. So this depends on the file size. Your internet. So bear with me. Yeah. Yakujja tuseke. Yes, we have this. It has done uploading. So I'll come and say this is my own work. I'll give it a free license so that it can be accessed by everyone freely. I'll click on next. So, titling, I'm going to give it a title. You can as well help me in the chat to give this a title and maybe I'll say yeah, let me set it here. Then caption. Let me see. Yeah, then you can come ahead and give a description. Description can be detailed information. Yeah.
I hope we are following.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So if it doesn't give you the, it was created automatically. you can come here and, you know, state or give the date, and then the photo was taken. So this time still, as you can see. Then next here is category. So the category is images. Yeah. Remember, it's also case sensitive. So you have to follow the casing, how it is here. If you miss anything, you'll not be able to have this category. And still, if it appears
I think we lost Shafiq. Let's just give him a minute to come back. Yeah, I think as we wait for Shafiq, we can be answering some few questions in the chat. So there was a question, yeah, there was a question from, there's a question from Nachiganda Juliet. She says, I'm not good at editing photos, and the photos I posted last time are all raw. Is that bad for the ongoing campaign? Yeah, so Juliet, I think it's okay not to, yeah, to edit, to post raw photos. Yeah, actually, if you do a lot of editing, then your photo may not be accepted. So, yeah. But if you can do some light editing, I think Timothy can give us some tips on which tools and how much editing can be done. But yeah, you don't have to worry about submitting raw photos. You can still submit raw photos, which are good.
May I add to that?
Yes, please go ahead.
So first she was talking about photos taken at night, right?
I think we're going to come back to that question, but the first question we're at was like, yeah, if someone is not good at editing, is it okay to submit photos that are not edited?
Okay. So whenever you take photos, it's I think you should edit them. The editing just shouldn't be a lot, and also depends what you use to edit. They are around for editing softwares. That is, the commonly one known is Adobe Photoshop. Then there is Adobe Lightroom, which is both on your laptop, if you have one, and your phone. If you're using a phone, you can use the Adobe Lightroom on your phone. There are other apps for editing on your phone like Snapseed. When it gets to editing, try not to over edit. Always for such conditions, there is what we call less is more. You just have to tweak a few things to correct things like exposure, maybe your vibrance and colors, and leave it at that. So try to make sure that your images are as natural as possible. If they involve people, don't over skin retouch them. Yeah, so simply just don't over edit and don't put a watermark on your images when you're submitting them to Commons, because if you do, they'll automatically be disqualified. Yeah. I think that's it for editing images unless
Yes,
there
and
is a
also I
question.
can answer that question on is it okay to take photos at night, to submit photos taken at night?
Yes, for as long as they fit into the theme. For example, there is an image you showed here that was taken by Dixon and it was taken at night. If it's a landscape, for example, and the moon is light, is your source of light, you can take that image for as long as it's visible. What matters is, if you look at that image, can we understand what you have photographed? Because night could also communicate the time of the day. However, I would suggest that if you're photographing landscapes like hills, mountains, take advantage of the morning hours. There's what we call the golden hour, the blue hour. I think the golden hour is before when there's a sunrise and the blue hour. And then in the evenings at around 5 p.m. when the light is calm. However, still, that doesn't mean that if you're at a site at midday, you don't take a photo. No, you just have to take in that when the editing comes in. So don't go out to take an image of a hill at night because that may not come out as well. Yeah. Remember, we are trying to view everything in this image and your source of light is the sun. Unless there is something really you want to communicate, that's when you could use your source of light as the moon. It gets down to when I see that image, I have to be able to understand what it is you're trying to communicate. Yeah, basically that's it. For example, if you've taken a sunrise or a sunset, it will have some sense of a silhouette. There'll be some dark patches somewhere simply because of the day of the night. An image taken on sunrise or sunset will not be the same image taken at midday because in that way you're communicating time. Yeah, but for landscapes, make sure your lighting is good. That's why of all the landscapes you've seen that Geoffrey has shown us, they were almost taken when the lighting was very good. So that the person viewing the image can clearly understand whatever is in that photo. That's it about timing.
All right, thank you, Timothy. Yeah, I'm trying to check the chat if there is any other question we haven't touched yet. Yeah, I think Timothy had a question on what's the name of the contest where we submit photos on cultural heritage. It's called the Wiki Loves Earth. So yeah, that's where I capture photos of, for example, people performing traditional ceremonies, there can be weddings and so on. But also I think Wiki Loves Earth also sometimes has some themes that are based on cultural heritage. Yeah.
So when does Wiki Folk happen? What are the dates usually in the year?
Yeah, it happens actually at the beginning of the year, during the same time as Wiki Loves Africa, but we are trying to see next year whether we can do it in a different month so that we are not, it doesn't clash with Wiki Loves Africa, because we don't want to be asking people to participate in two different photography competitions at the same time. Shafiq, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, go ahead, take it on. We're trying to do a question and A as we're waiting for you, so you can just proceed from where I stopped.
All right, thank you very much. Can you please enable screen sharing?
Okay, just give me a second. Yeah, you should now be able to share screen. Yeah, we can see a screen, but we can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Let me hope we've been following. Back to where we stopped. Yeah, we ended on categories. I wanted to give a category that does not exist so that I can show you all, like if you miss out something in sentencing. Yeah, if you see your category in red, just know that it doesn't exist. So literally you have to follow this case. It says case just like you see here. Yeah, so for this case, I'll remove that. If you see it in blue, just know that's the right category. And remember, categories are also very important. Let's not forget them. Let's categorize our images so that it can give the jury an easy time, accessing these photos. So you go on and publish after everything is okay. You cross-check, see image title is there, caption, description, date. You can also give location just in case. So officially, I wanted to be the first Ugandan to upload a photo of Wiki Loves Earth 2023 in Uganda. And see water. Yeah, you can read through the definition or the description. Water we know. You can also see grass. You can also see clouds. Yeah. So I can mark this as prominent. And from here, you can skip this step, or you can, portray, show us what is portrayed in your file. Then publish data, or if you have more than one item being uploaded. Yeah. So for this case, I have the HTML link, and also I have this. Your photo has already been uploaded to Wikimedia Commons and just awaiting to be awarded your prizes. You can still, if you have more photos, come and upload more photos, just in case. For this case, I think this marks the end of the upload session. Let me hope everyone is upload photos on their own. So, Jeffrey, can we continue to Q&A?
I think, yeah, let's give people a chance if they have any questions, especially on this topic of how to upload photos, because
Then also, Shafiq, you can show them the landing page and where they can track the photos they've uploaded.
Geoffrey, can I say something?
You can.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So my name is Brian. So I want to talk about categorization when you're adding categories. So most of us, when we're uploading our images, we want to see at least one of the images to be used in one of the projects or somewhere on Wikimedia Commons, or maybe in a magazine or somewhere. So that one tempts us to include many categories within our photos. And over-categorization is really not good. You're supposed to be choosing the specific categories for a particular competition or image. So for example, we are uploading to Wiki Loves Africa.
Are you still there, or it's me who does it?
I think we have lost him.
Okay. The link to the landing page has been shared in the chat. You can have it. You can. When you tap on it or you click on it, it will bring you here. So this is a full list of participating countries in WLE 2023. Yeah, so for Uganda, scroll down and look for Uganda. I saw it, but yeah, it's here. So you simply just click here on Wiki Loves Earth 2023 in Uganda. So this is it. If you want to read more about Wiki Loves Earth, this is the landing page for Uganda. And we shall also be tracking photos that have been already been uploaded. So we shall be tracking them. This is it. A very beautiful page. So far, we have one photo uploaded. Yeah.
Someone can upload a photo, can click on that button on the then you go directly to Wiki Commons.
All right. Yeah, we've seen we also see this banner here. You can just click on it, it will take you direct. You can click here on this upload button here, can take you direct. There's also this one here on the left side. It can also help you to upload photos. Yeah, if anyone has something to say, please, you can unmute yourself and ask or contribute.
Okay, Shafiq, can I go on?
You can.
Sorry, I was using internet, using my phone, internet connection of the phone, and someone called me, so I dropped off. So I was talking about categorization, that over-categorization is bad, or it's not good, to put it in a simpler language, whereby, say you're uploading a photo about forests, so like for Wiki Human Rights. So you're going to find their categories whereby they're saying we have in Uganda, forests in Western region, then forests in Hoima. So the better category
People should stop calling Brian.
other category, forests of Western
He's
Uganda.
back.
So that is a lot of categorization. So it would be better at least you put there, say, two categories. One, where that forest is located, forest in Hoima, then you put the category for the competition that you're participating to. And maybe I can highlight that if the category you're working on does not exist, so you send a message within our WhatsApp group for the photography competition so that we can create it for you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Brian Sa. Anyone else?
May
Yes,
I add something?
Please go on.
Okay, one other thing I've also realized when you're uploading under those categories, it's very easy to say, for example, in 2023, and you make a mistake of saying images from Wiki Loves Earth 2022. Yeah. Once you make that mistake in a year, your image of automatically gets out of that category, gets into another category.
Very
So
right.
whenever you've finished uploading, check if your image is there. Don't just submit and leave Wiki Commons without checking. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Vanessa, do you have something to contribute on to this session? We can have someone else.
Okay, this is Bruce.
Yep.
Yeah, so I have a questions. It's like Wikimedia. Are the accounts different? Because it's like I created an account with there is a platform for upload images and upload photography. Like, are those two different things, like an image and a photo? Because there is a photography and then there is images. Then I'm also interested to know, because when you check on that landing page of Wiki Loves Uganda, I see the different natural places like parks. What if I'm in a place like Rengo, where I can just find maybe a forest or maybe a funny animal that is not mentioned there? Can I also get something from there and just post it? Those are my questions. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, I think to start with your last question, I don't think it has any problem as long as it's up. Yeah, so it's not only game parks, it's not only the wildlife. We can also capture different photos and upload them, and then we can see the jury checking that to see whether they do qualify and for a prize. You mentioned the difference between a photo and an image. I don't think there is any difference. Wherever you click, it will take you to upload a photo. Even if it's graphics, it's still counted as a photo or an image. Yeah, there's no difference there. What I didn't capture was your first question.
It was more about the accounts. So if you have like a Wikipedia editing account, you can't use this on Wikimedia. Probably, I'm thinking, I don't know.
Hey, okay. Actually, the good thing about Wikimedia is that these accounts cut across. Once you have an account on Wikipedia, you just come and log into Wikimedia Commons and also other different. There is also Wikiglam, you can still use the same. There is Wikidata, it is still the same. So once you have an account on Wikipedia, just know that account works still on Wikimedia Commons. Anyone else?
Yeah, it's me, Shafiq. There's something quick I want to show people before we close, but it will take just a minute, I think. So let me just quickly share my screen.
Let me stop sharing.
So there is, yeah, you may be taking photos and you're wondering, yeah, where have my photos been used on Wikimedia projects? So there's this nice tool I came across. It's called Pop Comics, but it kind of shows you projects where your photos have been used. And it just brings, give you like some statistics. So I've used Dixony's, yeah, this is the URL. I'll also drop it in the chat. But I've used Dixony's account as an example. So if you put here like your username, okay, it's not bringing it, but yeah, if you put here your username, so this is Dixon 099. It kind of picks it up here, so you click on it, and then it will load the statistics. So here it is showing us, yeah, 10 entries per page, but I can also change to 25. So we can see here that he has uploaded 72 pictures, and they are used on 28 Wikimedia pages. Yeah, and you can even see, for example, this one has been used on 3 pages. That is the Mtoto circumcision site. This one has been used on 2 pages. This one has been used on 2 pages. Yeah, this one has been used on 1 page. This one on 1 page. So it shows you where your photos have been used and how many times on Wikimedia projects. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly share that in case anyone wants to check it out. Yeah, back to you, I think, the Shafiq or Alvin to close us off.
All right, thank you so much, Geoffrey. Please, Alvin.
Shafiq, can I say something?
Yes. Yeah, please.
I came in a bit late, but I don't know whether you informed people about uploading other media files such as sounds and also videos. That's what I wanted to inquire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think just like you just mentioned, they can do as well. Upload videos, record a beautiful video with nice sound, upload it. It is the same procedure. Just that videos have different formats that will be shared via the WhatsApp group. I hope everyone is in the group. The conversation can still continue in our WhatsApp group. You can still be asking questions and also as well as guidance. Our team will be available to respond and give assistance. Alvin.
Okay, thank you everyone who has participated. I saw in the chat some people were asking, someone was asking how to upload. I wanted you to go back to the upload process, but I think we don't have time for that. but you can get in touch with any of the people here. If you're not in the group of Wiki Loves Earth, you can contact either Shafiq or me or Geoffrey, and you'll be added to the group. And from the group, you can connect with any of the Wikimedia members, and they can organize a private session for you to show you how to upload, how to add captions, how to describe, and how to use other tools of Wikimedia. Thank you everyone for sparing these 2 hours with us. We shall be communicating more, and we receiving any input you want to put in. If you have suggestions, if you have any advice on how Wiki Loves Earth can run, you are free to contact Sandra, who is the project lead, and then we can see how everything goes. Those few words, I would like to thank you. Have a nice day. Maybe if Shafiq or Sandra has more to add on, you can add on. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we can have Sandra, the chief.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, especially the team that worked really hard to put this together, Geoffrey, Alvin, and Shafiq. I've just dropped a link to the group for us to be able to join. So please feel free to to copy the link and click on it and join the Wiki Loves Earth group, so that you're able to keep up to date of what is happening on Wiki Loves Earth. And I think the final thing would be me handing over to Geoffrey for final group photo. George Levy, I've seen in the group, in the chat, you've said you're not in the group, so this is a chance for you to join. I've shared the WhatsApp. I can share it again for you to be able to join the group. And as we do that, please just put on your camera so that we can take a final group photo. Thank you.
And as we take the final group photo, just sharing an announcement, we're going to be giving out some certificates for people who participated last year in Wiki Loves Africa and Wiki Loves Earth. So I'll be sharing a link to form in our WhatsApp group. If you participated and you needed a certificate, you can fill it in, and then we'll be sharing a certificate with you, a certificate of participation. And I think we shall have also one for this year, hopefully. Yeah, so good to see everyone. Emmanuel, yeah, Mr. Odeke, thanks for joining. Vanessa, ni vizuri kukuona. Okay, so we're going to take one final group photo.
Talk about Sandra's smile as well.
Yeah, if everyone can put on a nice smile as that of Sandra, so that our photo looks nice, that would be nice. George Levy, good to see you. Mr. Baluku, Brian Chappelle, good to see you, bro. Okay, so I think that's everyone who is not camera shy. So again, I'm going to count on 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, capture. Okay, so yeah, we're going to share the photo in the WhatsApp group so that you can have a copy of it. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your of your Saturday.